Good morning, children. Let us start the new chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Now let us define the natural fibers or a fiber. We can define a fiber is a thin thread or a strand-like substance obtained from natural or artificial substances, especially that is used to make clothes or rope. So how you can define once again, a fiber is a thin thread of a natural or artificial substance, especially that is used to make the cloth or the ropes. Now, it can be classified into two categories. One is natural fiber, another is the synthetic fiber. As the name suggests, natural fiber, it is obtained from natural source such as animal and plant. Here are some of the natural fiber sources. Cotton is obtained from plant, linen from the flax plant, silk from the animal, that is silkworm, wool from sheep, and hair fibers from rat and goat. Now, plant fibers. Examples are cotton. We have seen the pic. Cotton is obtained from cotton plant, and Gujarat is the major production source. So you might have seen the cotton plants. It is only the traditional fiber used in textile industries. Linen. Linen is also obtained from a plant known as flax plant, and fabric are very similar to cotton fabric. Then the jute. Jute is obtained from jute plant. Mostly it is having the high strength and it is perfect for the use of packaging materials. Sack and all, na? Brown sack you might have seen. Now the animal fibers. First animal fiber is the silk. It is obtained from silkworm. Now very common kind of silk is obtained from mulberry trees or mulberry silkworm, they are known as. Wool is obtained from sheep. Wool fabric is soft to touch and it is the bad conductor of heat. So it provides the warmth to the sweater, and for the winter apparel we prefer the woolen clothes. From yak also the animal fiber it is obtained, yak fiber. It is mostly found in the Himalayan range of India and Tibet. Now, the hair of yak is also very useful in warm clothes, mat and sack. After natural fibers, here we talk about synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. They are mostly obtained in the laboratories or industries. Now, it is made from different chemicals. Synthetic fibers have their own properties. They are also more in length than natural fibers and long-lasting. The only limitation is they are poor absorbent of moisture and they catches fire very easily. Now let us talk about the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, as you know, they are synthesized in the laboratory or factories. The main clothing contains a polyester, polyamide, terylene, rayon, polyesters, etc. The item previously mentioned all are man-made fibers and are called synthetic fibers. Now, how it is made? A synthetic fiber is a small chain of chemical units joined together. Each small unit is called monomer. Mono means one, mer means unit, one unit. Monomer. Large chain formed by many monomers are called polymers. Poly means many, mer means unit. When monomers are combined, they form polymers. The process of combining a small monomer to form a large polymer is called polymerization. Now let us talking about the synthetic fibers. First example is rayon. Rayon is prepared from cellulose. Cellulose is the carbohydrate present in the cell wall of the plant cell. Cellulose is a natural polymer. It requires chemical treatment to form the rayon. Means cellulose is converted into the rayon by some chemical treatment. It is also known as artificial silk. It absorbs moisture and it is also comfortable to wear, and it is easily dyed in vivid colors. So rayon or artificial silk, some of the properties are being shown. It is easily dyed and woven into clothes. It is also good absorbent of sweat. It wraps well and lustrous or shiny in appearance. These are the uses of rayons. It is mixed with fiberglass in making helmets. It is also used for making jackets and tracksuits. It is surgical dressings in reinforcing nylon tires, upholstery in the luxury cars and office and homes and furnishings, curtains as it drapes well, and dress material soft and silky because it is also known as artificial silk. The next artificial fiber is nylon. It is polyamide class of polymer. It is made up of many amide group. It is synthetic or plastic material which is strongest, and it can be molded into any shape. Now it is also very strong and easy to dye. Nylon fiber do not absorb water easily. It is also elastic in nature, and it is very durable or long lasting. Now let us see some of the properties of the nylon fiber. It is tough elastic material. It is lustrous and easy to wash. It can be made into plates or powdered form. It resists oil, grease, moth, fungus and other pests. Now it can be molded into fibers, bristles, sheets, rod, tubes and coatings. Due to its property, it can be used in various forms. It is stretchable wear. It can be used in seat belts, upholstery in the cars, ropes, reel thread or normal thread, sleeping bags, swimming wears, raincoats, track suits, and fishing net, fishing lines, and making saris. The next class of fiber is the polyester. Ester group, many ester group, they form the polyester. Alcohol and organic acid. Acid and alcohol, when they react, they form the compound known as esters. So this class belongs to ester group. So polyester, it comes under the name of terylene, dacron, terene and polyester. Now, properties of polyesters are: it is resistant to pests and chemicals, it dries quickly, it is easy to wash, does not shrink or stretch, it forms a permanent crease if heated and pressed, and it is tough, lightweight, and it has the elasticity property. Now, let us talk about the uses of polyester class. Now, making magnetic audio and video cassettes and flap disk or floppy disks. Now, it is also used for making shirting, suiting, saris and draperies. Glass fiber molded into helmets and protective sets and hulls in the boat. The next synthetic fiber is the acrylic. Acrylic is the substitute for woolen clothes or wool. Now, acrylic fibers are strong and wrinkle resistant. It is easy to wash and dries quickly. It is resistant to moth, oil, chemical and deterioration on exposure to sunlight. Now, coming to the properties of acrylic, it is resistant to moths. It is soft with crimps resembling the wool. It is durable and washable and light, strong and stain resistance. It also available in the sheets and it can be dyed easily in different. Now, uses of acrylic, good for baby sweaters. It is warm, soft and washable. It is also used for making artificial fur, blankets, carpets, etc. A transparent acrylic is used to cover automobile lights, lenses, surgical tool, etc. Now, blending fibers means mixing of two or more fibers to get the good results or good quality. Now, the first blend is the terylene and cotton. It is commercially known as terrycot, obtained from the mixing of two words, terylene and cotton. And making terrycot is used for making the dress material. Now, terylene and wool are blended and it is known as terry wool, and it is costly woolen clothes. Now, polyester and cotton, they are blended, polycot they are known as, and crease resistance they become, and acrylic and wool blends are used for trousers and are less expensive. Advantages of synthetic fibers. Now, they are strong. Synthetic fibers are strong because they can take up heavy things easily. They retain their original shape. It is easy to wash and wear. Elasticity, it can be stretched easily. It is soft and used as clothing material. colors because it can be easily dyed, so variety of colors can be imparted during manufacturing, and cost is also very cheaper. It is less expensive than the natural fibers. So disadvantage when we are talking about synthetic fibers, they do not absorb moisture. So they do not absorb sweat also, trapping heat in our body. So we feel uncomfortable while wearing the synthetic fibers. They also give some rough feeling. It is unsuitable for pajamas and underwears and all. It is dangerous to wear near fire because it catches fire very easily. It cannot be ironed because it can be melted very easily. Here are some of the products of the plastics you can see. Now, types of plastics. Plastics are of two types: thermosetting plastics, and another group is the thermoplastics. Now, thermosetting plastics. These are the plastics one set, they cannot be changed or remolded into another form. Now, thermoplastics are hard and rigid. For example, bakelite and melamine are two examples. Now, once it is molded, it cannot take the shape or it cannot be remolded. It is dark in color, hard and resistant to heat and electricity. It is widely used for making handle of kettles and pans. Now, a telephone set you might be remembering in older age, electric switches, black color electric switches, electric lamp holders, plug points, all are the thermoset plastics. Upon heating, they do not change its shape. Now, example of thermosetting plastics. Thermoset handles. A fireman uniform is coated with thermoset plastic to make it more resistance. Melamine wires and an electric pin, yeah, black pins. The next type of plastic is thermoplastic. Now, thermoplastic, it can be melted on warming and it can be given shape again on cooling. So it can regain its shape for so many times. Now, thermoplastics, they are soft and flexible. They are elastic like rubber and steel springs. They melt on warming and they can regain their shape on cooling. Now, thermoplastic can be drawn into fine fabric fibers, molded to form any desired shape, and can be spreaded in the sheet forms. Some of the examples are nylon, polyesters, polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride or PVC, acrylic, polyurethane, polypropylene, and polytetrafluoroethylene, etc. Now, example of thermoplastics: plastic table, chair, plastic food containers, plastic toys, spoons, forks, plastic cups, plastic daily use item, etc. Now, some of the properties of plastics: they are resistance for the corrosion. Now, they also resist high temperatures. They are insulating agent of heat and electricity, or they are poor conductor or insulator. They are having the stretchable elastic property. They can be recycled. Example, thermoplastic. They do not react to chemicals and water. They are water resistant and they become soft when hot. Now, plastics and the environment. As you all know, plastics are non-biodegradable substance. So it is the solid pollutant for the environment. So for the concern of environment, we must take notice of these things. Recycling waste plastic is very important. It may kill many animals as well as it can pollute the earth. Plastics are non-biodegradable, you all know. Few years ago, scientists have discovered photodegradable plastic. It can be broken down by sunlight, but it takes very long time to rot. So we must keep in mind. Recently, scientists developed biopolymers or biodegradable polymers. They are not very easily, for example, plastics made from corn starch dissolve rapidly in water. They can also rot very easily. So let us recapitulate what we have learned. Now, synthetic and plastics are two type of polymers we have studied. The single unit is monomer, and they are made up of large units known as polymers. They are natural fibers which are obtained from animals and plants. Then they are synthetic fibers which are obtained from chemicals and processing of petrochemicals. There are some synthetic fibers used for making many household materials like rope, bucket, furniture, containers, are used in spacecraft, spaceships, healthcare system. Now, depending upon type of chemical used, they can be classified as rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. Different types of fiber differ from one another in their strength, water absorbing capacity, nature of burning, cost, durability, etc. Today, plastics play a very important role in day-to-day life, be it in home or outside. Plastic is everywhere, so we have to utilize it very consciously, and we should make it the environment friendly.